everybody. It's Restita on the Tobacco Lassie channel. So, thanks for tuning in. Today, I just want to do my initial um, opinions, I guess, on my new Vamo. Now, I'm relatively new to vaping, as I've mentioned in a previous video, having started last September or October with the Luxury Lights e-cigarette. Now, Luxury Lights is a relatively not too popular brand, I think. I don't know. Um, of e-cig, and it looks like a real cigarette. And I was really happy with that up until about a month ago. I'm still happy with it. I'm not saying that I'm not happy with it, but a month ago I decided to go the other route where you can play with cardos and addies and different flavors of juice and stuff like that. So what I did is I got a couple ego batteries, and I've been happy with that. Really happy with that. But last week I decided to take the plunge and go variable voltage. So I got a Vision Spinner and the Vamo. Now the Vision Spinner I like. I take this out with me every day for my everyday jaunts, work, whatever. And I use the Ego batteries as a backup. And this works on volts. It works with, you can choose between 3.3 volts, 3.8, 4.3, and 4.8. I can't quite see those. I need new contacts or something. But anyway, so it works with volts. It works really well. Gives a nice vape depending on what I set it at. However, this guy, one of the things I like about the Vamo is that I can choose between variable wattage and variable voltage modes, and that I like. Now, personally, I use it in wattage mode because I don't have the brain capacity or the patience to memorize the safe vaping charts that are online. I did look up though, however, what most people are setting their wattage at for a Vamo, and I kind of played around with it the last couple days, and I found that between 6.5 and 8 is pretty good for me. Now, depending on the addy that I'm using, I just kind of go up or down a little bit to find that little sweet spot for my vapor production and the taste. What do I have it set at now? 7.5. So that's what I have it at least for this Kanger MT3 addy, and it works really well. Now, if I remember correctly, if the Vamo is set in RMS mode and you have it in wattage mode, the unit will kind of do the math for you and will adjust the voltage depending on your addy, which is cool. So it's almost like set it and forget it. So no matter what addy you put on here, it's going to give me a consistent vape. So pretty cool. I like that. I like that rather than having to go, okay, what's going to be safe in voltage for this addy? Let's see. I've got a 2.4 ohm addy. What do I do? I'm stupid like that and can't remember all that. So set it. I set it anywhere between 6 and 8, and I'm good to go. Like I said, this is set at 7.5. Let's go ahead and take a toot and see how it performs. Wonderful taste, good amount of vapor. Um, I'm not one of those people that love plumes and plumes and plumes of vapor. I do like a lot of vapor, but not like, I'm not going to try to make a big cloud, but just for fun, let's try. Well, actually, let's put it up to 8 and see how much plume we get. Hmm. Put it back down to 7.5. Good. Wonderful, wonderful taste. Two peas in a pod, coffee high, by the way. Really tasty. So anyway, that's those are a couple things that I like about it. Now, another thing I like about it is its weight. Some people have said, "Oh my God, it's really heavy," but I like the weight. In fact, there's a comment that I put on a thread that I started yesterday on the ECF forum, the e-cigarette forum, and it's entitled "You Know You're a Vapor When." And I didn't know that it was going to get to 14, 15 pages so soon. People have just been kind enough to add their own funny anecdotes to the thread and stuff like that. So if you're on ECF, feel free to go over there and look up "You Know You're a Vapor When," and add your thoughts. Like one of them I put on there is, "You know you're a vapor when you pick your mod to match your outfit for that day." Yeah, stuff like that. Or "You know you're a vapor when your only bookmark on your um, computer desktop is ECF," or something like that. But anyhow, lots of fun stuff over there. But my point being, I put a comment on that thread that was geared toward martial artists. Now I know there's got to be some martial artists on ECF that vape also. So this comment was related to them. You know you're a vapor when you're a martial artist and you base your mod purchases based on your ability to hit people with them. Now, would I actually hit someone with my Vamo? Probably not, because I'd be too afraid of damaging my Vamo. However, the heft on this, and the way that at least this Addy fits on here is pretty sturdy. Would I poke someone in the eye with it? You bet, because I know it'll handle it. In fact, I let one of my students hold this, and he goes, "Oh my God, this thing's heavy. This is like a big old Kubaton type thing." And I agreed. And it's pretty sturdy. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel like it's going to break if it's in your pocket or anything like that. But I did put him in a finger lock with it. I grabbed a couple fingers and I just rolled it over, locked him up, swept him to the floor, and he was tapping out. He's like, my finger, my thumb, my thumb. Did I have his thumb? Yeah, I had his thumb. I grabbed his thumb and I rolled it over as I swept him down, and he's like, "Okay, okay, okay." So that I know it can handle. It can handle finger locks at least. I don't know how well the Vamo will handle being dropped, but anyway, it handles finger locks. So for you martial artists out there, if you want a Kubaton to go with your vaping, get one of these. Oh my goodness. Now, the only thing, if I were to complain about it, is that the little power button kind of rattles a little bit. Now, I saw some reviews on the Vamo saying that the battery rattles in there and stuff, but I think that was because I was reading reviews on the version 1 Vamo. This is the version 2, and the coil and the cap here that holds the battery in is a little bit bigger, and keeps the battery in there more, so that way the battery doesn't rattle around. So pretty cool. Nice little vent hole in there for the battery. Um, so yeah, it's a great little tool. Um, what else was I gonna say about it? Um, 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 yeah. Oh, I almost forgot. I like the fact that I can change it from a full length mode to a shorty mode. Um, you know, I do eventually want to get a telescopic mod, but for right now, this is fine. So take your battery out, and the Vamo takes one 18650 battery, or a single 18350 battery, or two stacked 18350s. Now, me personally, I don't feel comfortable with stacking batteries. People say it's safe and you can do it, but I just don't want to. So, but this is it in shorty mode. Now, if I were to carry this around, I would probably use it in shorty mode. I mean, it's cute in shorty mode. But I do like the heft and the feel when it's in its regular full length mode. So I'll go ahead ahead and put this back on here real quick. So that's pretty much it for me as far as my initial views. Like I say, I'm pretty new to variable voltage, so it's a learning curve. I'm still trying to remember how to see the resistance of the addy, and do I push both buttons to change from VV to VW. I'm still trying to remember that, but that's going to be a lot easier than remembering safe vaping voltage charts and wattage charts and stuff like that. So I just keep it in wattage mode, set it anywhere between 6 and 8, depending on the addy and the juice I'm using, and I get a consistently flavorful vape each time. It's a great unit. I love it. I do plan on probably getting a skin for it because it's kind of slippery, and yeah, I guess I'm just anal like that, where I want to keep it. I want to keep the body um, in pristine condition and stuff like that. So I'm probably going to get a skin for it to kind of dress it up a little bit. So anyway, that's my short initial impressions about the Vamo. Great little affordable VV unit. Some people have said get a Provari, get a Provari, but I just couldn't see spending 160 to 180 bucks for a Provari at this time. Now I know that together the spinner um, and the Vamo probably costed me about 90, 100 bucks or something like that, and for another 60 to 80 or 90 bucks, I could have gotten a Provari. But the Provari just seems a little too big time for me right now. I'm still a newbie, and this was very affordable and one of the best VV units in its price range. Very affordable. I got this for, I forgot what I got this for. I think I only got it for like 49 bucks or something like that. Anyway, I don't remember. And then I saw some places that were selling them for 39, and I was like, what, really? Um, but difference of 10 bucks for a great hefty unit that gives a nice vape. So anyway, that was it for me and the Vamo. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll talk to y'all next time. It'd help if I turned it back on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, and by the way, if you're a Vamo owner and you have any tips or tricks for me to help me get the most out of my Vamo, please leave comments down below. I'd really love to hear from you. So anyway, now we'll talk to you later. See you next time. Two peas in a pod, coffee high. Great juice. Love this stuff.